everyone, Deftspider here. Welcome to a fresh start in V Rising. So we couldn't get to our PvP server, it's maxed out with a lot of people on standby. So I wanted to get another gameplay started so we can do some tutorials, how-tos, answer people's questions. I can invite people to it. Possibly I think I'm going to have to set some of my settings different though on my firewall. So until then, I'm just going to play solo. We'll solo all the bosses that we can and see how far we can get just solo play. So I hope you guys enjoy. I don't know how much I'm going to talk or get through this. I'll probably just do a lot of cutting as we go. So we just, like I said, we just started the fresh game. So we just spawned in. It says press space to wake up. So we're going to do that. So when you start the game, you're going to resurrect just like you see in the screen before us. And from there, we're going to start gathering resources and killing stuff and find us a place to build a base. Probably in the middle of the map. Because we're going to need resources. So once you get to this ledge, just press shift to jump down. There's not much you can do in here. I mean, you could probably break some of these urns by punching them. Doubt you're going to get anything decent out of it. Oh, we got some lumber. That's actually not bad. Take what we can get because we're going to need it all. Alright, well that definitely doesn't seem worthwhile, so let's go ahead and head out. Go ahead and get into the graveyard, get started, collect some bones, get some weapons made, start making our way through the quest line. So this game's got a lot of features to it, a lot of things you need to get done. Alright, so press F to enter. It's going to teleport us out. Like right now, it wants us to collect 30 bones. If you look at the top left, that's going to be our quest, and then it'll unlock the recipe Bone Sword. So we just need to take some of these guys down really quick. So now that we're in the graveyard, you can break stuff. It'll drop items for you. Yeah, we can loot this container too. So it's going to have some stone, lumber, and bones in it. We'll just do a take all. Alright, so now we have the bones, we can hit the claim button right here. That'll give us the bone sword recipe. Alright, now that we can craft that, so we can hit tab, go to crafting. I've got the Immortal King's Great Helm here because I have the DLC pack. So we'll go ahead and make the bone sword. Just click on it, you'll see the menu on the bottom right pop up. So the bone sword's crafting. Our level is currently 0. This level is called your gear level. It's based on the items equipped, and that's what decides how high level it is, and that unlocks other features. We can't build this until we get copper, so don't need to worry about it. Now, like I said, we can break some more of this stuff over here. And it's just left mouse button to attack. Alright, taking any rats and stuff you find, that's good too. Stay out of the sunlight so you don't take damage. Right now, it wants us to slay enemies using the bone sword. And we're going to collect bones as we go. We can also cast magic by pressing R. And then you just aim based on direction. C is a shield. So if they hit you, you get some hit points back and you'll repel your attacker. And you can change those abilities out. Spacebar allows you to do a dodge ability, and you can change that with other ones as you unlock them. T will be your ultimate when you get one. I've never actually explored this because I rushed through because we're playing on the full loot PvP server on the other side. And magic is one of the hardest hitting things in the game. Let's go ahead and grab this rat, grab us some bones, another rat. Hopefully we get there, we can loot some of these tombs here. That'll give us some good stuff, hopefully. Right, we're going to go ahead and hit claim. It's going to unlock the bone ring. So just make sure you're proceeding through your quest. We can craft that. That's going to give us plus 5.2 spell power, so our spells are going to hit a lot harder. And then it automatically equipped itself, so you should see our gear score going up. Hit claim on that. Bone Guard, Vestment, and Vermin Salve. So that's why I've been collecting the rats, so we can use that to make healing potions. Alright, so once this is to craft all of that, I don't know if we have enough mats, but we'll find out. Oop. I guess we'll take care of these guys first. Grab up some of that loot, go back to our crafting menu. So we're going to do a Bone Guard chest guard, Bone Guard leggings. You can queue them up. So you see right here it says in Q1. And then we're going to need to get some animal hide for the rest. Gear score level 7. And when you see the other one hit, we should go to about level 9 or so. And make sure you save your bones. You're going to need those to put up a mist once we build our castle. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and head out, but I want to double check for any more. Well, actually, we'll go ahead and head out because we can get better loot elsewhere. So once you get to this point, it's going to want you to choose west or east. See, we're going to go... My last time on PvP, we went west. So I think this time we might go east. This is the snow area biome. This is where you're going to get a lot of the mid-level resources that you need. So for me, I'd probably want to build like on this plateau or this one. It's just getting up there is going to be hard. So we might actually just build one castle. And let me see, can we get up to here? We could put one there, but there's not a lot of space. This area might not be bad, but we're going to have to do a lot of work down here initially, like to get started with. So let's go to this side for now. Let's go to the east. And we need to figure out where we're going to go because we're going to need to set up a chest. These green things are way gates that you can teleport to. So make sure you activate those, like just by walking by them. So we definitely want to build up here at some point. I just don't know if we can live. We'll do a shift, get down here. And we're going to start killing animals and getting all of our stuff put together. And we need to feed. Alright, so once you get them weakened and it says feed, you can press F as in Foxtrot. And then you'll feed off them. You'll get blood will go up. And then watch your blood icon here to the left. That's going to tell you what kind of blood you have. It'll give you different abilities based on the percentage. Certain enemies will have different levels of percentage. So like this one, the blood type is creature in the top right. The blood quality is 9%. These are going to drop as hide and bone and essence. Here's one of the way gates you can teleport to and from. You just hold F to do so. And then keep your head out, or keep your head active, because you're going to run into all kinds of enemies that are going to try to kill you. And so he had a better percentage. He was at 11. So if we see a high enough percentage thing, we'll grab that. So you can hit trees if you want to get wood. Small bushes will give you plant fiber. And then these are regular stones that'll give you stone. Gonna need all of that. And then there's gonna be other rocks that drop things like sulfur, copper, iron. We'll see those on the way as we proceed. Now enemies do fight each other like you see right there. And they'll attack you once you interrupt them. So that's 11% rogue. We'll feed off of him. Now if your hit points get low, hold down left control. And this is a radial mouse wheel. You don't have to click this stuff. You just hold down control, put your mouse over it. So we could do a blood mend. It's gonna use some of your blood to heal you. And eventually we'll unlock more vampire powers. This one's the exposed vein is made for allowing your allies to feed off of you, so that they can heal if they're out of blood or low on blood. Actually, we could probably kill some. We could kill some of these deer too, though, so we can get our animal hide done. Let's see, can we craft anything else yet? So let's go ahead and make our boots and our gloves. That will get our stats slightly higher. You can make the vermin salve using rats, plant fibers, and bones. Your score is now at 9. This is a copper rock right here. But our attack level is too low. We need a better weapon. We can claim that. We unlocked bone axes. Now we're getting various items here. So we've got gemstone, stone, plant fiber, bones, lumber, blood essence, animal hide, paper. Paper is going to be used for research, so make sure you save all of that. We've got a brew of ferocity. Increases physical power by 4 for 1200 seconds. Since we're going to be soloing, we're going to need that. Tainted hearts are good to have. You can eat those in emergency, but it's going to reset your blood. Every time you feed, it'll change your blood type based on what you fed off of. Right, so we need to cut down trees. We need to cut down 3 trees, and we need to craft a bone axe. Let's call it bone axes because it's your dual wielding axes. Actually, we're going to try to craft the axes because axes will let you cut lumber faster. Maces are good for stonework. So each weapon type, like you can, if you read the description, it says dual wield axes that deal chop damage and has a great effect on wood. Now, the higher level the weapons you get, you can unlock abilities for them too. So you'll unlock, so like right here, if you look at the bottom of the screen by the blood pool, you've got your basic primary attack with the left mouse button. Then you'll have a Q attack and an E attack. Just right click on it and then you'll equip it. So now we have our axes. We need to cut down 2 more trees. All right, we've got 2 trees cut down. Got us a little rat, so let's claim. Now we have the bone mace recipe. It says craft a mace. Smash rocks into pieces, so we need to harvest 3 rocks. So back to crafting, bone mace. Alright guys, so we finished getting our 3 stones. Now we're going to claim that. It's going to allow us to make the castle heart and our borders. That way we can get some storage down. The sun is out now, so you can stand in the sun for a few seconds, but then you'll start taking burn damage. So I'm going to gather some resources and make our way up to where we plan to build our first castle. I think we can only build 1 on here. If you're in a clan, you can build 2 as a clan. So 2 different players in a 4-man clan or however big your clan is can put down those. And then we can get into walls and structures and all that good stuff. So I'll catch you guys in a second. I'm going to gather resources on the way there. Well, I had a change in heart. I decided we're going to build a base over here. So as you can see on the map, we ran all the way from down here, came around into here. This is more of a high level, mid-level type area. Probably mid-level. I'd say up here is high level. Over here is high level. So this is mid, this is the starting zone, Farbane Woods. Since I'm solo playing on here, I'm going to go ahead and go for here just to make travel faster. So we can come down here and go around to get there. You can always teleport there, even with your horse. If you have a horse, you can teleport with it as long as you don't have resources on you. You can have your gear on you, but you can't have resources, so you'd have to make the run back. But from here, we can pretty easily get down here into the starting zone areas. So and it'll be put us close to a lot of resources we're going to really need a ton of. But, so I like to build my castles, and if you're on a PvP server, you're going to want to do the same thing. On PvE, it doesn't really matter, but you want to find plateaus like this with these little ramps that you can block with gates and stairs to protect yourself. At the same time, it affords protection because it has cliff faces around it. that you can jump down, but the enemies cannot come up. So like right here, we could leap down if we wanted to get down from here. The next thing to do for our quest right now is to construct and interact with a castle heart, expand your territory by placing borders, and it'll unlock the blueprint walls and structures. So we're going to get that going, and that's where we're going to end this first video. In order to put down our castle heart, you need to press B as in Bravo. This is your build menu for your castle. It's really basic right now, but as you go along, you're going to unlock more and more tabs, more and more screens. So right now we've got the castle heart here. We've got borders right here, stairs. So we can build this. It takes 240 stone, 30 blood essence. However, if you try to place it now, we're going to have the issue that there are structures in the way. It's also going to tell you how much of the area that you're placing it in is buildable. So if you move it around, you'll see 70, 70, 60. So you want to find somewhere where there's enough room to build or that's extremely defensible. So in the case of this one, we're going to probably place it here. And some of these ruins will give you clues of what might be the better places. Like this is an old blood altar. So what we're going to have to do is clear out all of these walls, trees, and things as we build out and make space slowly but surely. So that's 60. I want to find a 70. So that's 70. We're going to place that down. So you left click on what you want to build. And then once you have it in the spot that you want, then you can left click to place it. And don't worry about making it super pretty and nice looking. You can always move it later. The only problem is right here, we're going to be close to a lot of stuff, but we can build out because you can walk your stuff across. All right, so we're going to go, probably overthinking it. We'll just, we'll set it right here for now. So left click to place it. Once you have your heart down, it'll start decaying. So make sure you feed it blood essence. We've got 74. So we're going to use the mouse wheel and click once. It'll split it in half. We'll put half of that in here. It's going to buy us 4 hours, 48 minutes. So make sure you keep that full or your castle's going to decay. Right here it tells us that we can have servant coffins. We are at 0 of 3 right now. We can have up to 30 borders, and when you upgrade it, those numbers increase. To upgrade it, we're going to need copper ingots and a leather. So the next part of our quest is to place down borders. So press B again. Select your border that takes 2 blood essence, 20 stone each. So we'll just border around this. Now we'll hit claim. Next quest, place a wooden coffin. That's going to allow us to respawn inside of the coffin at our base, and then place a wooden stash. So that's going to allow us to store our equipment and loot. And then protect your territory by placing palisades, 3. That's going to unlock basic crafting and refinement. So we're going to press B. Here's our wooden coffin. Takes 180 lumber. Just put it anywhere for now. That's going to be out of your way. Here's our small stash. I like to keep these kind of away from everything so I can easily build. Let's go ahead and place a couple. And now we're out of materials. So we can go ahead and come up to these, and of course this is going to keep popping up because we're low on blood essence. We can go ahead and store some more for now and just kill stuff. It'll give you blood essence. Unsullied hearts. How did I get 7 unsullied hearts? That's crazy. So we're going to store that, store our regular hearts. We can store pretty much everything for right now. We'll keep our mace and axe with us for farming. Store all of our hide, paper. We'll just randomly throw all this in the crate for now. Later on, we'll do some organization. So once this is placed, palisades, so I'm going to gather some more stone and wood that we need so we can get through this first episode, and we will be done. So give me just a minute and we'll get to that. There's one thing too to note. So when you see these stones, once you get high enough level to break them with your weapons, these stones with the crystals coming out, we'll zoom in so you can see that. That means there are gems in here, so it's going to drop a lot of gems, so break that. So you give stone at first and then gems. Alright, so I'll see you guys once we get done clearing some more territory space. We finished doing a bunch of gathering, now it's time to get to work on some other stuff. As you can see, I did grab a horse earlier. If you want to mount it, you just hold F. You'll jump on it. It increases your movement speed, so you can just hold down W and use your WSD keys to steer and go forward. Spacebar will increase your speed so you can move faster. It's a good way to traverse the map quickly. Press Q to jump off of it. Now that we've got that started, let's go ahead and hit B as in Bravo to do some more expanding with our borders. I'm going to head towards this ramp here, so what we're going to do is just go straight forward to it. Like so. And our quest wants us to build 3 palisades, so we'll press B as in Bravo. I'm actually going to place 2 for now right here. We can place one over here just to add us some shade. We'll eventually move it and expand out. Then we can hit claim. That quest is done. Now we need to construct and interact with a sawmill, construct and interact with a simple workbench, and then increase our gear level by crafting better equipment to 15. Alright, so if you're on a PvP server or playing with multiple players and you don't want them getting to your stuff though, you're going to want to come in here and go to Palisade Entrance. Place that. Then you can build a palisade gate, place that right there like so, and that will block anybody from getting to your base. If you want, you can get more advanced with it once we make planks. So we actually have to get to the sawmill first. Now, if the sun is killing you and you're wanting to work on your base, maybe you have 3 of your clan members gathering and you're the one building the base. What you're going to want to build is the mist brazier. So you take that, place it somewhere nearby where you're going to be building, crafting, smelting all your goods. And then once you have that built, press F at it, throw in some bones, and you can turn it on. 1 bone will burn for 60 seconds. And you'll see the shadow creeping here. That'll keep the sun off of you. We're going to toggle ours off for now because we don't need it because it's nighttime. If you look at the top right, this is your clock. The blue numbers represent nighttime. The yellow numbers represent daytime. And then occasionally you'll get a blood moon, and that increases your vampire powers. If you press M, you can see the map. You can see where your coffin's at, where your castle is. You can see all the other castles on the map also. And eventually we can be able to teleport to get us back here faster. All right, so let's go ahead and make us a sawmill. So press B as in Bravo. Go to production here at the bottom. You've got crafting, which will allow you to do the simple workbench, but we need planks for that. So then we have refinement. So we can go here and click on our sawmill. It's 400 lumber, 80 stone. It has to be placed within your borders where it's not hitting anything. Now, if you want to rotate, you can use Q and E, and it'll change the orientation. We're going to put ours just here for now. Like I said, we'll move everything later, clean it all up, and make it look nice. Then come to this front gap on it, press F. This will be a recipe up here. You don't have to click on it or interact with it. It just tells you what it makes. So if we add 20 lumber, we'll get 1 plank and 1 piece of sawdust. So just right click and you can place the wood there, and then it'll start making. Takes about 20 seconds per craft. Each higher level craft takes longer and longer. You're going to want to keep these things running pretty much 24/7. So sawmill's made. Now once we get the planks made, we can make the workbench. So I'm going to gather resources, clear some more space while this works, and then we'll be right back. We finished doing a bunch of gathering. The sawmill's been working, so we've got 34 planks on here. Let's go ahead and grab those. We don't need to worry about the sawdust right now, just let it sit. And we can go ahead and construct our simple workbench. So we'll put it next to this wall that we made. It's going to be production, crafting, simple workbench. We're going to rotate it around, place it down, and then press F to interact with it. And here is where you can see all of your better equipment. So this is where I'd say we can go up to tier 2 and 3 now. Or tier 2, then once we get some copper, we can move up even higher. So the first thing we're going to want to do is probably build a bone mace, bone axes, but we're just going to build the axes for now. To build these, you need to have the starting axe, 4 planks, and 120 stone. So let's go ahead and make one of those. Let's get the higher gear armor on too. I always like to start with the chest and legs because they give higher stats. So they like more hit points. Once you get the full set, it'll increase your max health and physical power. When you complete building stuff, it'll appear down here in this bar. And then we'll move it all over. It auto-equipped because it pulled our stuff off. And then we can claim because our gear score is now level 17. Now it wants to construct and interact with a blood altar. Uncover knowledge and new powers by drinking the blood of a V-blood carrier. Unlocks blueprint research desk. That's where we're going to use our papers on the research desk. So press B. Come back to fundamentals. And then come all the way over. Here's the blood altar. So just left click on that. We'll place it here in this corner. This is really important. This is how you're going to unlock a lot more recipes. So press F to interact with it. Now all of these are things that we can track. And you can see it's an extremely extensive list. Now when you click on those, once you're at the right gear level, it'll tell you what they'll unlock for you. Right now we can only handle these 4. So Alpha Wolf, you're going to do that one first because it's going to allow you to have faster movement speed by 45%. If you take damage though, you'll come out of wolf form. So you'll click on whichever one you want to track. Then you'll hit track blood. And then you'll see this blood trail pop up every now and then that's telling you what direction to go to find that creature. Now if we look at it, so if we kill that one, it's going to give us the vampire power to go into wolf form. If we do Errol the Stonebreaker, he's going to unlock the recipe for Big Stash. And he has a power that's not listed yet. Rufus the Foreman is going to allow us to make a woodworking bench. Hunter's crossbow, fishing rods, sculpted wood, and painting frame. So forth and so on. You just keep working down this list, killing off all these bosses. So when you kill them, you're going to then need to feed off of them. While you're feeding off them, nobody can attack you. So if you're like me and you plan on the full loot PvP server, you have to be careful because people will come in and kill you once you weaken a boss to steal your kill. So now we need to just drop off all of our everything we've made so far. I think we're going to just put all the wood in here and let it work while we're out on the map exploring and getting things done. So actually start with one of our first chests, so we make sure we have everything stored that can fit into it. And we can actually go ahead and lay out some more borders too, so we have room to build. You're going to want it to compartmentalize your crafting structures eventually. Like we'll probably try to do a little bit of it while we go along, because they're going to require to be in their own room and their own floors so you can get extra stats out of them. Alright, and that is our limit on borders. That's all we can build for now until we do the upgrade by getting copper. So we're going to need to keep proceeding with the quest. So hopefully that's helping you guys out. We're going to go ahead and go hunt down the Alpha Wolf, and then that's what we'll call it quits on episode 1 of Beginner's Guide. Getting started on a solo server. We're going to do this whenever we can't get to the PvP server while it's full. So like I said, you see the blood trails pointing us that way. The Alpha Wolf is down here in the starter zone, so we're going to go ahead and make our way around. I'm just going to take my horse for now because we don't have a fast travel method. At least we don't have a teleport nearby yet, so yeah, we'll just take the horse that way because there's some strong enemies in this area, but this way we can avoid getting killed. Actually, I need to store all this other stuff. But I'll see you guys once we get to the Alpha Wolf. So we found the Alpha Wolf. If you look on the screen here, you'll see him creeping up on us. He's a rank 16, so we're going to need to be a little careful while fighting him. And let's go ahead and get this battle started. And he will summon adds. Most of your V-Blood carriers are tough boss fights that can summon adds at you, so watch out, take your time, be slow with your fights, learn their attack patterns. They also, usually once they get the 50%, they start their second attack phase, so they start attacking faster, using more abilities, summoning more adds, so be really careful. They will summon more adds too if you have a lot of people with you. So just keep moving, do your dodging, use your magic. And he's pretty easy fight. Most of your early bosses aren't bad. And now you'll see he's in his extract blood state, so hold F. They'll explode and kill everything around them, so that gives you a lot of free resources. And that quest is now done, so let's hit claim. Now we have the research desk. We'll go over that on the next episode. And it's going to, like I said, we're going to have to gather a bunch of paper. It's going to allow us to make more advanced weapons, armor, potions, and all kinds of good stuff. But next we need to build that next. It unlocks the blueprint walls and structures. And we can start tracking our next enemy after that. And like I said, we're going to need copper. This is a copper rock. When you hit it, like you can see, it gives you copper ore. So make sure you're gathering that as you're running around the map. You're going to want to be killing bandits and things too. Save all of your paper, all of your coarse thread. You're going to need that for the next set of gear. And we'll get to all that as we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you have questions, leave them in the comments below. As always, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.